What is going on, my friends? Matta222 back at you guys with another video. Really quick, I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time watching, or if this is your 100th time watching, thank you for supporting. As always, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, so today we have a fun NECA TMNT review. We got the Antrax and Scumbag 2-pack, which I just got. I think NECA started shipping these out a while ago. Obviously they did, I have it. But yeah, I'm excited to look into these because this is one I definitely remember having this toy as a kid. The vintage one. Not just me, but I think anybody... If you went to any kid's house in the late 90s, then they surely, or early 90s, I guess. Yeah, early 90s. They surely had there he goes. They surely had the vintage version of this guy. I remember it so vividly, just seeing everybody had that figure. I don't know if he was like one of the first examples of a peg warmer, but this was definitely one that all of your friends had it, and nobody ever played with it. But Antrax is the one I'm really excited to get into. But you know, we'll look at the figures. We're gonna take a look at the box first, and then we'll kind of just talk about these two figures. That one is nostalgic for me, and one is not. All right, so you could see here, you know, packaging, NECA, standard NECA packaging for the, you know, their 2-packs for the turtle figures. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time talking today, but nothing new here. You got the artwork on the side. You could see TMNT on the front and the logo right there, and then you got Antrax right there on the side, and you got Scumbug. Scumbug. I might have said Scumbag a couple times. And then on the back, you got a bio of just the turtles, like I guess what the show is about, or just to give you a rundown of the turtles, which kind of disappointing. I kind of wish it was more about these guys and gave you a little background on these guys themselves, but whatever, it's there, you know. Take it or leave it, or take it because it's there. Nice picture of the two figures there, and then on the back, you know, got some other figures available. I have the Chrome Avel. I have all these. I don't have these guys yet, but I will soon, and I have those two. So that's it, you know. Nothing super out of the ordinary here. Really quick, I just want to quickly show Scumbug's accessory. So he does come with this little computer or whatever it is. Not really recalling the episode, but yeah, he comes with that, and it comes with some roaches, and that's about all the accessories he comes with. Not gonna bother taking them out, so just showing you guys there. I suppose you could hold that, but you know, it doesn't matter. You guys got the idea. It doesn't matter. Let's take a look at Scumbug first. So definitely a gross looking figure. Face sculpt is really nice. I do love the bulging eyes, and they're all bloodshot. I think NECA did a great job with the face. He's missing a tooth there, and the body just kind of looks disgusting. It's got some bumps which are nicely kind of sculpted on there, so you know they're not just painted on, but you know he's bumpy. I like it. And then he's got his shell on the back, some nice texturing up here, and then his gun, which again I'm not familiar which kind of weapon this is, but it has the cable that kind of goes into the backpack. Looks nice, and it's painted nicely. I like the kind of I don't want to say like a puke green, but that's kind of what it is. And then this is more like a forest green, so it's a very nice contrast. Instead of just being solid one green, it gives you a lot of nice contrast. And then his more human arm, which has some spikes and some purpley spikes on the leg, and then you could even see he's got one boot on, one boot off, and this boot has a pincer coming through it, or a spike coming through it, and then got some pretty nasty looking toes, and of course just kind of gray pants that are ripped with a nice belt, you know, nice blue shirt. You can see the tie, the black tie ripping off. I don't think his mouth opens to any degree, does it? Yeah, it does. There you go. So you can open the mouth, so you can kind of have him looking more crazy. You know, he's kind of yelling. I like it. I dig it. It's a good look. Holds the gun flawlessly. You said you could probably get him to hold that computer or whatever it is in the other hand, but articulation will kind of really quick. The head goes side to side, you know, and then it kind of hinges, so it moves out side to side, if you know what I'm saying, just because the head is on an angle, so you could kind of move it like that. You could move the head any direction, moves up and down. Arms not surprisingly not as stiff on this one, and you know, he does have a bicep swivel, does have the double jointed elbow, wrist rotation, and wrist hinge. You know, I'm kind of happy that for once I don't have to submerge my figure in a hot water bath. So yeah, I'm digging that. You know, he's got the waist twist. Kind of same thing in the legs. Legs you can get a really good range of motion, more than this character probably needs. So happy about that. Glad Neca didn't skimp on the articulation. You know, and we do get a forward and backward hinge on the foot. We got ankle rockers. That's about it. Yeah, definitely like the look of Scumbug personally. Like I said, this is a toy that is super nostalgic to me because, like I said, everybody and their grandma had this figure. Like if you went to any of your friend's house, they had this, and sometimes they had multiples because I don't know, it was just accessible. You'd find these anywhere, like at the playground. People would just leave them at the playground because nobody wanted Scumbug. But you know, that was when I was a kid, and I'm an adult now, and I'm happy to have him. But Antrax, this is the one I'm super psyched about. This is a character I can't tell you anything about off the top of my head. But yeah, so right off the bat, he's got the forearms. I kind of gave him I kind of posed him, gave him all his weapons. You know, you don't necessarily need to do that. You know, it's your figure. You could do whatever you want. It's not me to tell you how to display your figure, but I think he looks cool. Off the bat, the axe I think is the nicest. I like how it's got the chips in the blade. You know, like you could tell he's probably used this thing on people other than the turtles. The handle is nice and it's got a nice shade of brown and it's painted nicely. So he's got I think the axe is definitely the best accessory, and then he has this sword with the handguard with the spikes. Very nice. Maybe could have been a little bit longer, but maybe that's the length it's supposed to be, and I'm just kind of wrong. He's got the dagger with the skull on it, painted nicely. Again, red handle. Same red handle that's used on the spiky club, which again has the same nice shade of brown paint as the axe handle. So this one, in terms of accessories, Antrax is definitely the winner. Like I said, he comes loaded with weapons, and I'm glad Neca that you gave him 4 hands to hold all of these weapons, so you know you could get them all in there. I was a little worried that he was gonna come with 2 fists, which I think he should have come with 2 fists. It's unfortunate that neither of these guys came with any alternate hands. Not a big issue because these are the hands I want them to have. I want him to have all his weapons in hand, so I'm not worried about it, but it would have been nice to have the option. But I'm glad we do have the option to display all the weapons. I was a little worried about that, so Neca kind of eliminated that concern. So I think he looks great. Head sculpt looks kind of like an executioner. Like it reminds me of like an executioner's head. And then he's got this like it's supposed to be like a mustache. I don't know. Looks good. And then he's got his antennae, his ant antennae. On the back, he's got a little holster for the dagger or the knife, whatever you want to call it. If you want to pop that in there, you could. Doesn't really come with a display option for any of his other weapons. Nowhere to put the sword, nothing to put the axe on his back. So, you know, you're kind of either displaying them with everything minus the dagger, or you're kind of putting some of these in a plastic baggie and putting them in a tote, I assume. That's what I do. And he's got his thorax. Again, the purple, you know, whatever it was. It's kind of ripped and tattered. Maybe it was pants. Again, don't know. Haven't seen the cartoon in a long time. He's got a solid 8-pack, so good for him. He's definitely not missing any gym days. And then across the front, he's got the strap with the silver buckle, which kind of holds the holder for the knife, which I kind of think it's weird how the knife goes in the back. I always think of a knife, it should go on the side. The back should be for like a sword. That's a nitpick, though. If I'm being honest, that's a nitpick. Another thing he's not skipping, he's definitely not skipping any teeth brushing days, because look at those pearly whites. Impeccable. We could all learn a thing or two from Antrax, I think. And he's got the nice belt with the little pouch. What wonders are in there, we do not know. I don't know. Maybe you know if you saw the episode recently. And if you know what's in there, don't tell me. Or don't. It's up to you. He's got the one purple boot and the one purple boot that has his feet coming through. I do question. It's a little... This foot here is a little bit longer than here, but that's okay. Again, minor nitpick. All my gripes with these guys are very minor nitpicks, and that's okay. I'm happy. I'm happy when I get a figure, and there's nothing really bad I can say about it, except things that are just kind of like, this could be better, or this could be nicer. Listen, at the end of the day, I think both these figures are excellent. I know we're getting down to the wire with these TMNT figures. You know, like who are they gonna make next? Because at the rate they're gonna run out of characters sooner or later. But I like that we keep getting these villains, and I like that we keep getting these obscure characters and these deep cuts. I think they're great. I'm taking the accessories out. That's what's going on in the background. But yeah, I think these figures are great, man. Especially Antrax. I'm a sucker for forearms, like a Goro. You know, awesome. I really love both these figures. So there he is holding his little computer accessory. We almost missed this, but we didn't. I caught it in the end. He comes with this little device. Don't know what that is, and he comes with some. I'll show you because they're accessible. And because they're actually nice. Neca kind of... They knock it out of the park when it comes to detail like that. Like, he comes with some little roaches that are gross looking. And they're yellow on the bottom. Very nice. Like I said, awesome 2-pack. Awesome set. Definitely do recommend picking up. Mainly because I think Antrax is the star. But yeah, I think if you kind of go out and get these guys, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. But that is it. That is the end of the video. Hopefully you were not disappointed by this video. If you were, that's okay. Feel free to leave a like. I would appreciate that. Of course, leave a dislike. That's totally okay as well. Comment. Let me know what you think of these guys. Let me know if you had this figure as a kid. I want to know, because I think a lot of people did. I think everybody had it. Subscribe, of course, would so appreciate that. We're getting there. We're working our way. You know, 500 is kind of that next goal, so hopefully we could knock that out. So do subscribe if you want. If not, again, that's totally okay. You know, I'm gonna make the content anyway, and you're free to watch it either way. But if you're already watching and you're not subscribed, I would just kind of say, why don't you just subscribe? But anyway, thank you guys so much again for all your support, all your continued support. It really does mean so much to me. You guys, as always, are great. I have been Matitude22. You have been awesome. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. And good